Hey, how y'all doing? It's Kitchen Table Conversations. Come on in, guys. Thank you for coming on tonight. Felicia Miss Myers, how are you? God bless you. God bless you. How are you doing? Now come on in, Miss Rogers. How you doing? I'm gonna be looking down at because I'm trying to work like 3 different things tonight. What's up, Instagram? How y'all doing? Facebook, YouTube Live. How's everybody doing this evening? It is cold in Alabama. Last day in November, it decided to be 30-something degrees. It's freezing. I am about 2 minutes away from going to buy a trench coat. My little pea coat is cold. Yes, Instagram, what's up? What's up, One Fin Zeta? I don't know who that is. Razor, how you doing? Y'all doing all right? I know it's cold wherever you are, probably, unless you're like in Miami somewhere. Good evening, Miss Rogers. Y'all come on in, like and share. I need everybody to share this. Share this. We're going to get started tonight. Our special guest will be Councilwoman Sonia McKinstry from District 7 right here in the city of Tuscaloosa. We're going to be talking about some plans that she has for revitalizing the area that has been, I guess, forgotten about or left alone, dilapidated over some years. So she's going to talk about a new plan that's been rolled out in her district, hopefully to bring a little more energy, commerce, bring some money to the area, I can say that, and some other projects she got going on in the city, because I believe information is power. What's up, Miss Ash? How you doing? Yeah, I believe information is power. So more information we have, more power we have to deal with what comes along with it. So what's going on, man? Oh, what up, D? What up, D? You doing all right, man? You doing good, brother? It's good to see you, young man. Good to see you. Y'all come on in, man. Come on in. We're gonna have this conversation going on. Miss McKinstry gonna be in a few minutes. But until then, I want to just say good evening to everybody. Make sure everybody being safe. We know these COVID numbers are increasing across the board with our Thanksgiving holiday. So you guys be super safe. Wear your mask, social distancing. Make sure you use hand sanitizer and doing all the right things that you need to do to be safe and to keep others around you safe, because it's not only about your life, it's about the life of others. So let's be super safe. In the last few weeks, I lost 2 of my cousins to COVID. So it's serious, guys. It's serious. It's very, very serious. So make sure you take care of yourself. 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 Because if you take care of yourself, you'll take care of everybody else too on the other side. Miss Thompson, how you doing? What's up, Ava? What's going on? How y'all doing? It's good to see y'all. Just to holler at some of y'all that's on now. Shy, what's going on, love? Miss Daniels, how you doing? Yeah. You going to Nashville? What are you talking about? What you doing in Nashville? I know you're moving to Nashville, Miss Rogers. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have. But real quick, guys, before we get started, I want to show y'all something. We are still raising money for our van. I know you see the van and it needs some little stuff. It's going to get wrapped. It needs a little aesthetics on the outside, but the motor runs great. Transmission is run great, driving, but it does need a little bit of work on the outside and a little bit of stuff to make it what we want it to be. So we need your support. Hit that cash app. Any dollar amount. We're trying to raise a certain amount so we can do everything we want to this van. Everything. When I say everything, I mean everything. To get it wrapped, get some new tires on it, get the aesthetics fixed on the outside, get some more tint on the windows. We're going to put a sound system on the inside of it. We're going to put a couple DVDs or whatever, TVs or whatever have you on the inside, reupholster it some, and do some upgraded work to the motor, even though it runs real good. But we still want to make sure it runs for a long time. So that's going to cost us a good little bit of money. So we asking you that everybody's on this. If you can give, please give. If you can find a couple friends, they can get together and y'all give a certain amount, whatever. We appreciate anything. I know it's the holidays. I know everybody been Black Friday shopping and all that kind of stuff. But we need your support. You all know what Mind Changes do in the city and across West Alabama. We're reaching all the way down into Lowndes County now. So you all know what we do. So we ask you to invest in us so we can continue to invest in our community. That's pretty much how it goes. So we thank you guys. Hit that cash app, hit that cash app, hit that cash app, and we appreciate you so much. I think we have almost $1,000 raised in the last week. So let's keep going so we can get this thing done out the way. And in February, soon as hopefully this pandemic and stuff will be on out the way, and we can start picking our babies up, taking our babies home, our young men to things, events and stuff that we put on for them, young men, young women. Also, we'll start taking college trips, going to HBCUs and taking kids to places they've never been before, because we believe that experiences can change your life. Experiences can change your life. So hit that cash out and be a blessing to what we got going on with Mind Changes, and we appreciate it. So guys, yeah, let Miss Rogers know. Let Miss Rogers, you don't have cash out? Yep, we got PayPal. Mind Changes 1, MINDCHANGERS, the number 1. Yeah, or Miss Shaw, just hit my inbox and I'll let you know, and we can get you that way. We really need your support, guys. We really need your support. You know, I'm always asking for something because I believe that our community should take care of our own, and I'm always giving, but I'm always in need of donations. So appreciate y'all giving back, because we don't want to spend. If we spend everything we have, we'll never have nothing. So we got to continuously have these streams of income coming in, well, streams of funding, not income, funding coming in, so we can continue to maintain what we have going on with Mind Changes. So Ms. Mendenhall, we appreciate you coming on. Thank you guys. Please share this video. What's going on? What's going on? Oh, let's make sure we maintain and be vigilant when it comes to the COVID numbers in our schools. It's a lot of stuff, information we're not learning, that we might not be privy to. And there's also a lot of information that's not being disseminated out to us. And that goes all schools across the boards. So make sure you ask questions and be vigilant when it comes to these numbers in our schools, because our children are coming to schools with the COVID spreading through the schools. I'm not saying that that's happening, but they're spreading it in community spread, and then some of that stuff has come to our schools and spread amongst other kids, and especially with our high schoolers, they're taking it to parties and different things like that, and it's all getting it. Then they go back to school. It's everywhere. So make sure we pay attention to what's going on with these COVID numbers in school, in the schools. So y'all be safe, man. Be safe. Be safe. We want you to be safe. All right. Tonight, just a little bit about our guest, Miss Sonny McKinstry. She's District 7 City Councilwoman in the city of Tuscaloosa. And it's a lot been going on. It's a lot been going on with the city, with Elevate and different other plans and stuff that they got going on in the city. Framework Tuscaloosa and different things like that. So like I say, information is power. If we don't know, we don't grow. So this is an opportunity that you can get some information, much needed information, and we can know what's going on in the city, so we can know how to make our next moves, if I can say that, because we need to be, as a people, now I'm saying as a people, we need to be 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 steps ahead. We need to start thinking 10, 20, 30 years from now. We need to start thinking how we're going to plan and how we're going to implement things when we're gone. That's going to be in place 40, 50, 60 years from now for our children and our grandchildren. So that's what we're going to be doing. That's what we're going to be doing tonight when Ms. McKinstry come on. So until then, guys, we got a lot going on with the holidays. Now, I'll talk about that when she come on. Because then I'm going to get way off in the left field, and I had to bring myself all the way back. So everybody doing okay? Chelsea, how you doing? Everybody doing okay? We do have a number tonight, guys. You can call in. You call in with your comments and questions. If you got a comment for about what's going on, or you got a question for Ms. McKinstry, call in. The number's on the screen. Call in and ask those questions. We're going to let you talk. You ain't gonna talk all day, but we're gonna let you talk. We're gonna let you ask your question and get it out, so you can be heard. If that's okay. What? Okay. I'm sorry. I'm trying to do 2 or 3 different things at a time. Another thing going on. Make sure, I know y'all saw the post. Probably did, probably didn't. Post about the YMCA, Benjamin Barnes Branch YMCA workout facility, workout gym area is opening tomorrow morning. So we need everybody on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. Go by the Benjamin Barnes Branch YMCA and join. It's only $10 a month, only $20 a year. You can pay about a month. You can leave it on your debit card. It'll automatically come off. Or you can just go up there and throw some cash, $10 a month. That's nothing. We pay $15 a month for Amazon. We paid $20, $30 a month for Crunch. We pay all this for Para and other facilities. Let's support our at Benjamin Barnes Branch YMCA right in West Tuscaloosa. Go by, see the improvements being made. Miss Smith and her staff has really been working diligently, trying to get those the par, working hard along with Y Men's Club and other community organizations to get our facility up to par for our children and our community. So go by, join the Barnes Branch YMCA. It's only $10 a month. Where can you get a gym membership? Play basketball, workout, other stuff for $10 a month. You can't go nowhere and do that. Nowhere in the city of Tuscaloosa. So please go by and support the Benjamin Barnes Branch YMCA. I'm actually gonna go by there tomorrow. Miss Patricia, I got your inbox and I'm gonna hit you back. Actually, I'm gonna go by there today. Tomorrow, I'm gonna go by there in the morning and work out at 8 o'clock. I'm gonna drop my son off, go right by there and work out. So yeah, that's my support, and I'm gonna continue to do it, continue to support them because I think it's a worthy cause for what's going on in our community. We have to support each other. National Adoption Month. Okay. Today is the last day for National Adoption Month. Make sure you I guess support national adoptions, because yeah, a lot of families have been touched by adoptions and has been blessed by adopting. So make sure you go and support. Well, today last day, so but make sure you go support it anyway. However you're gonna support, whether give a donation or just raise awareness for it and different things like that, that will be great. So yeah, Miss was waiting on me. I'll tell you, I need to be a super stickler for time when it comes to me in the kitchen table conversation. Because when I say one time, I mean one time. But don't tell her I said that. When she come on, don't tell her what I said. So, yeah. Oh, Miss Rhonda says she's an adopted mom. That's awesome. That's awesome. Jackie, thanks for coming on. Kim, thanks for coming on. Tanika, thanks for coming on. Oh, yeah, y'all get with Tanika, right? She is on the board of the YMCA, and she can give you more information on how you can support the Y and what they're doing. So holler at her. You can inbox her or hit an email or something like that. And Tanika, if you're watching, put your email in the comment section so they can email you further information about the YMCA. What's up, Pastor Doe? How you doing, sir? It's so good for you to come on. Doe, I can't wait to Man Talk Wednesday. That's going to be bananas. I know we say that by every episode, right? But Wednesday is going to be crazy. It's going to be super, super good. So I can't wait to Wednesday. Y'all got to watch Man Talk too. 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock on Wednesdays. Man Talk is super, super, super when it comes to real conversation with real men. We answer questions. We have commentary. We do all kinds of things with Man Talk. And if you want to hear two grown men have a conversation about things that's relative right in this day and time, tune in 12 o'clock right here for Man Talk. It'll be awesome, dope. I guarantee you do not want to miss it. So yeah, we just wait on Ms. McKenzie to click in, and when she click in, we'll be able to keep it rocking and rolling. So what else I'm talking about? Oh, Did y'all see the Alabama Auburn game? To all your Auburn fans, look, I just want to say it's been real nice. It's been real nice to be able to beat down this year. It has been a relief. First, we had Trump lose the presidency, then Alabama won. That was enough to say 2020 was almost a good year. Even though we had the pandemic and people lost their jobs and all, and I'm not making light of none of that. But Trump lost and then Alabama won. I almost forgot about everything that was going on. And then right after the game, it clicked back to reality. So, yeah. So, y'all, that was a good game. That was a good game. I didn't have to put nobody out of my house this year. You know, it was a good game. It was a good game, and I really enjoyed the beatdown. So, come on, Ms. McKinstry. Y'all go by and support Miss Michelle Cooley and the Cooley Allstate Agency right here in Tuscaloosa. There's her number on the screen. Give her a call for all your insurance needs. Homeowners, life insurance, anything you need is there. She got homeowners, life insurance, car insurance, fire insurance, flood insurance, whatever you need, she got it. I guarantee if she ain't got it, she'll get it. If she can't get it, she'll make it. So go by there and support your own, support Black businesses in the city, and also support businesses that give back to the community, because Ms. Cooley has been a blessing to several community organizations here in the city of Tuscaloosa. So real quick, while we're waiting on Ms. McKinstry, we're going to take a pause for the calls and a motivational moment.
Hey everybody, my name is Raven Young. I'm a double major in political science and news media at the University of Alabama, and I'm here to talk to you guys today about working hard. And I want to start with, you're going to ask yourself the question one day of who am I going to be? Not even how I'm going to do it or when am I going to do it or where am I going to do it, but you're going to ask yourself the question of who do I want to be? And at the end of the day, that comes through hard work. I learned through a good friend that the person who puts in the hard work is always the last one to go to sleep and the first one to wake up. So yes, putting in those hours will always have a greater outcome. Whatever you put in is always going to have a greater outcome. Remember to always work hard for yourself and nobody else around you. At the end of the day, you should want to put self-motivation into yourself. Always take care of what you have to do and always be the person that you want to be, and don't let anybody hinder your dreams. At the end of the day, always fight for what you want, because if you want something, then you got to work for it. So that's all I have to say for you guys today. I hope y'all enjoyed my message and y'all have a great day. Bye.
Hey, that is Miss Raven. She's a student here in the city. She's a student at the University of Alabama, right here in the city of Tuscaloosa. She is a part of Collegiate 100, which I kind of oversee as the president of 100 Black Men in West Alabama. She is an awesome mentor and an awesome leader in our community, and she's doing a great job there at the university. And I think she's at Southview, I want to think, mentoring, but with the pandemic we can't, but that's usually what they do. So she's doing an awesome job, and they're doing an awesome job over there. What's up, Lewis? What's up, Erica Grant? How you doing? Don Staler, what's going on, man? We need all y'all to share this. Share this. We waiting on our guests. What's up, Marcus Kidd? What's going on, brother? Good buddy of mine I went to Iraq with. Yeah, we're waiting on our guests. So soon as our guests come, hopefully we can get on. Yeah, I don't know if I need to call her, let her call in, or what. But we're gonna keep working until she come on. All right, maybe I need to call her. How about that? What if I just call her? Because a lot of people have technical difficulties, and I'm gonna just call. How about that? Because we ain't got all day. She gonna kill me because somebody gonna tell her. Erica probably gonna go tell her what I said. So I'm just gonna call her and we're gonna have a conversation. Miss McKinstry.
Trying to log on. I'm coming in.
Oh, okay. Well, come on in then. We waiting on you. They hear you on air. They hear you on air, so don't say nothing out the way.
Hello, America. Okay.
All right. So, all right, I guess being in a second. And while we're waiting on her, once again, guys, be safe. This pandemic is running crazy across the states. We saw some numbers that spiked like I've never seen nothing before in the last 3 weeks. They was saying in Los Angeles County, it's 30 people a day dying in Los Angeles County alone. So let's be safe. Let's make sure we watch out not only for others, ourselves, but make sure we watch out for others. Wear our mask. Wear our mask for other people, not necessarily for you. But it helps you, but a mask for somebody else. The person you're standing in front of, the person you're standing to the side of, everybody. So make sure you like and share this post. I'm sorry, I'm drinking tea, guys. I was supposed to have my water, but I left it in the refrigerator downstairs, so I ain't feel like going down there to get it. So that's why I'm drinking tea. Some stuff and then it's extra sweet tea too. I'm probably gonna have to take one of my pills tonight to make my sugar go down, because I got the sugar, as my grandma would say. He got the sugar. So everybody doing good? Everybody doing good? All my talking points are with Ms. McKinstry. As soon as she log on, we go into the conversation. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just way unprepared for this lull in time. Yeah. So, yeah. But once again, if you want to donate to the Mind Changer Van, just hit the Cash App. And like I say, we're going to get it wrapped, get some mistakes, as you can see by that bottom fender. We need some work done over there. And on the other side, we need some work done. If you can see that back fender, it needs some work done over there too. But we are in the process of having fundraiser for it, and it's going pretty well. And we are expecting some great things out of the monies we raise. We're gonna get it wrapped, get some tires on it, do some maintenance work on it, do some upholstery work on the inside, because the van's about 10 years old, 10, 12 years old. So we do got to do a little work to it. We was blessed enough to be able to win a bid on it, and we bid on it. We won the bid. So now we got to do some work to it. It'd be way cheaper than going to buy a brand new bus like that. That's $40,000-$50,000 or whatever, would have you that way. And then we had to fight a note, all that kind of stuff. So we don't want to do that. This was a good way for us to get it done. And get it done and have a van, a transportation for economical price. That'll be a blessing to not only our children, our community, but a blessing to the community, period. Because I got a vision of taking grandmama's grocery shopping. I got a vision of taking our elderly sometimes to pay their bills to the water department and light bill. Like my grandmama, I used to do my grandmama on the first of the month when she got her check. I used to take her to pay her light bill and go to the gas bill, pay her gas bill, and go pay her water bill, and go pay the what else we had? Oh, go grocery shopping for the month, stuff like that. So I got a vision of doing all that for the community too. Yeah, we had a good Thanksgiving, kid, man. Real good. Yeah, it's cold outside, and it probably will snow. I hope not, but it might. But it ain't gonna stick, so it don't even matter if it snow or not. But if it snow, it snow. I just don't like the cold. I'm a down south kid. I hate the cold. I hate cold weather. If it's below 60 degrees, I'm freezing. I'm absolutely freezing. I'm freezing cold. So, but all right, moving on. We have witnessed in the last few months, 6 months to a couple years, well, 2 or 3 years actually, the change, the shift to change in the city of Tuscaloosa when it comes to infrastructure. Miss McKinstry, you having problems, dear?
Yes, it won't let me come on. It's saying, it's telling me that you are not letting me in.
I don't know why I ain't letting you in. I got everything set up for you to come in.
know you bougie like that.
I'm bougie like that. It's it.
So I'm gonna keep trying on my iPad because I had to do it on my I had to do it on my phone because they're on the computer and it's just
it might not do it on the phone. But anyway, I got you on speaker. We can go right into it if you want to.
Yes,
and we don't have to.
In the meantime, I'll be connecting. I had to wait till my iPad charged up.
Okay, that's fine. All right, well, Miss McKinstry, let's go and start having this conversation. Introduce yourself for the ones that don't know you.
For the people who don't know me, I am Rodney Pelt's personal assistant.
Don't do that.
I am Councilwoman Sonia McKinstry for District 7. And I'm just a normal little regular person. I may be coming in. Go ahead, I'm listening.
Okay. And your District 7, how long you been on the City Council of Tuscaloosa?
This is my I'm going into my 8th year. This is my second term.
Second term, 8th year. Wow. I can't even believe it's been that long.
I know, right?
Seemed like yesterday. Okay, and your district consists of what area in Tuscaloosa?
My district consists of areas that do you see me coming in?
It's we've probably got a little 10-15 second delay probably.
Okay. So it consists of Sky Ranch, Running Brook, Southern Place, some parts of Skyland Park. I split half of Skyland Park and Southern Place pretty much with District 2. And then Alpine Hills, I split one side of Alpine Hills with District 6. And then you come on around and I represent South Park, Southwood, all of that area over Springbrook, all that area over by James Harrison Parkway. It's a fairly large block of middle class citizens.
Okay. And you said Sky Ranch, Alpine Hills, all that. So that's east. That's what northeast.
It's pretty much. Some consider it like the southern side of town, but it's really kind of like southeast.
Okay, southeast. Okay, that makes sense. Southeast. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, in your area, what drives that area for is infrastructure, commerce? Because I'm trying to give people that don't know an overview of what District 7 looks like.
Well, District 7, when you look at the time span of things for the oldie goldies, I grew up on the west side of town. And so when people would move from the west side of town, they'd move to the new thing, which was the east side of town. A lot of people moved to Sky Ranch and Running Brook and Parkside, and, things like that. That was, they would leave their starter houses to invest in these homes. And as time transition, people are, times are just totally changing. So, like my parents still live on the western side, and you have, a more mature area in the western cluster. You have you have starter homes over in my district, and then plus you have retired professionals, also. So you have a mixture, but you also had, you have to go back and talk about the history for you to understand where we are today. So back in the day, this area also was, the hot spot for, at that time, student apartments, which was the University Manors back in that day, and Landmark Apartments, and and that harbored a lot of the student apartments. And now, we have to deal with the apartments and so forth. And so that's one of the things I'm afraid of. Without apartments that we got, what's going to happen? What's going to look like 15 years from now? Will we be in the situation what I'm in now?
Okay, so you saying that possibly, because I remember when I was in college, or even before then, like Landmark was the spot, down in place was the spot for student housing. Then you go down to Ski Lodge and all those places were the hot places for student apartments. And now some of those areas can turn into assisted living houses or what you call it, income-based housing. So what you're saying, what we're trying to do is create an infrastructure that we hopefully want to see that downslide again in that area from over the years.
Yeah, people they invest in their homes,
Mm-hmm.
Whether they say that I'm going to be here till the day I die, or they work hard to pay for their homes, and then they upgrade. They move to their dream home, and then they take these properties and they rent them out.
Mm-hmm.
And nothing is wrong with that, but it's just the different times. But after you do that, and you have a lot of people, like I said, that have invested into their properties and they want to stay here, and then you have a lot that transitions to a lot of rental homes,
Mm-hmm.
And so when you start doing things like that, you want to make sure that you can upkeep the environment. And a lot of things I have learned, kind of happens with tax brackets and income based and public housing, different things like that. And you have to be within particular incomes in order to apply for. In order for the area to apply for government funds and, public housing, so it has to be on things are on income and tax-based purposes, really, when you break it all down. And so you want to make sure that, I think it's important that when we look at public housing and we look at different things like that, I think that should be spread across the whole city. I don't feel that it's fair that it should just be public housing on the west side or public housing over just only in my district. We should be able, people who need public housing or whatever, they should have the opportunity to
live anywhere they want to live.
Yeah.
You're right.
We shouldn't take areas and make them suburban. That's just not what we do. So.
So what would you say to people that was saying, well, if you bring in, because with our former president, which is the president now, but our former president, he would always say that they're putting low income housing out there and they're coming to destroy your neighborhoods, the crime going up and stuff like that. Because we heard that. Let's be honest, we heard that conversation when Jackson Apartments was coming out there. Oh, they're gonna do this and they're gonna do that. So what would you say to people that say those things about low income or moderate income based housing?
Well, people, everybody wasn't born with a silver spoon in their mouth.
You're right.
And so, I don't feel like that. That's a fair judgment to say. But people get, they want, you want to make sure that what comes around your property will not bring your property down. But everybody wants to get the big buck for their property or whatever. But I think it's important that when you have apartments coming close to you, that it complements the area.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
The aesthetics, you're talking about like the aesthetics and the look and the parking and the lighting and all that stuff.
That's right.
Need to complement the area where it's going. I feel you. I got you.
That's right. And that you use appropriate materials and different things like that. And so that when Jackson 2 apartment was coming, you know, they pretty much got set into my lap because it was already rezoned before I was elected. And so, you know, somebody got the opportunity to come in. They had the opportunity to come in and say, hey, we're going to put some houses right here. Because then again, it got back to what I was saying about tax base.
Mm-hmm.
Had to be within, you know, the area had to show within a particular tax range.
Mm-hmm.
And so when they said, the federal government said, you can't put any more public housing on the west side of town. So where do you think they're going to look next?
Yeah,
you know? And so,
to the east.
Yeah.
To the east.
But I tell them, I said, you know, okay, hey, you know, I understand that. I would have loved to have had like garden starter homes or, you know,
mm-hmm.
homes instead of apartments, only because we have our share of apartments over here,
mm-hmm.
you know. And so I just feel like that is something that we really need to focus on. And I think it was Huntsville, or I may be wrong, but I think it was Huntsville, where that city government set aside property in suburban areas to dedicate, you know, to helping public housing, you know, because that's one of the things that you hear. Well, we don't want to go over there because the property is so high. Well, you know, people need to live over there. You know, you shouldn't just have to bust. We shouldn't just have to be bussed in and can't live over there.
Yeah,
you know.
You're
so
right.
Anyway.
I like that idea of public housing. If you're gonna let's just say if you're gonna have public housing in north of the river, if you're gonna have it, let the aesthetics of it, the way it looked, the way it's built, and all that complement the area where it's coming from, and not try to regulate who goes over there and all that, but you do try to continue to increase property values and things like that, because that can be inspiration to a family. If I can live over here like this, I can do better possibly and all that kind of stuff, and move and get my own house and all that, because in your district it's saturated with apartments. It's saturated with apartments from Broadmoor Apartments to Wood Manor to all back up by Timberline and all that. It's saturated in the area with apartments. So I understand exactly what you're talking about when it comes to the housing.
But don't get me wrong, people need to change their mindset when it comes to public housing.
Mm-hmm.
It's just affordable housing. You know, you got people want to be able to live in something that they can afford.
Yeah.
You know, and you have a lot of successful people that have come from public housing. I mean, I don't think that people should turn their nose up on it. But when but just because it's public housing doesn't mean that you gotta take the same book as how it did back in the day. You know, you should be able to drive through like Rosedale. Nobody would know that was public housing.
Right.
You know, and it should complement the area. And then people who live there, they want to have some nice.
Mm-hmm. Because we know the way the economy is going now, and the way the job market, even before the pandemic hit, and especially in Tuscaloosa. And I'm gonna just say that. And if you don't like it, you can cuss me out later on. But a family of four, a single mother of three, you know, they barely can afford to live in the city of Tuscaloosa if they want to move out into a certain area or somewhere else, because rent is high and property value is high. Housing costs are high, so we need that step up to housing. And that I can remember, and I think you was on a trip with what was that, Lexington, Kentucky, and I really talked about affordable housing. Let's dig into this. We love the art. We love the riverfront. We love the city.
Yeah, it is. That's what that's what makes when they had people that come from different areas, like you asked those, and that may be a question that that people want under the rug. Yeah, what about it? And just like when it comes to crime, talk about the things that you don't want to talk about if you're gonna help me. I got an area that has high crime. What y'all do about that? How are you dealing with those different things? Those are the things that you can tell me that I can take back that may be beneficial. But at the end of the day, it's just a new day, and crime is high. But I think teach people to become more vocal and to be a clean up those areas.
Take care of your own. Exactly. Take care of your own.
That's right.
Exactly. All right. Now we went off in the weeds, and I knew we was gonna do that. But let's talk about.
You did it on purpose.
Yeah, I did it on purpose. Don't worry about it. I got your face up on the screen, so you good. Let's talk about the new with. I know we saw the tweets and the press conference and all that stuff. So tell us really what's going on with the McFarland Mall revitalization project.
Well, Stan is, during that project, and it's just so much history with McFarland Mall. Oh my goodness! But that was a piece of property that I thought that the city should buy. As I have learned on the city council, when you watch them in action, and like when I say them, just government in action, what you see is that you see like downtown areas of downtown, the city took control to make sure that the look that came downtown is the look that they wanted. So having owned the property where Embassy Suites is, they got that property and they waited till the perfect fit came there. And look at what happened when Embassy Suites was built downtown. It looks like a totally different place from the old back in the day where they had City Fest.
Mm-hmm.
So it changed the whole look of areas, downtown. So and then when you go to on the river and you see the amphitheater, you see areas that were preserved to complement and to change the look of particular areas. And so a lot of times when the city owns the property, you can control what goes there. And it's not just a developer coming and trying to get incentives from the city. You'll actually be the person that actually can say, well, hey, we don't want a restaurant right there, or we don't want a hotel right there. We want to have we don't want a gas station right there. You can hold out to what you think is a perfect fit. So anyway, so we were engaged, Mr. Pate, to purchase the property. I think the mayor had talked to him before, and then and then we were told that he wasn't no longer interested in it, and so he was going to develop a property called Encore, which is what he calls that property, Encore, and it was going to be something similar to Legacy Park and Legacy Park Midtown, something like that. Well, when I met with him out, I was saying, why did you not want to sell the city the property anymore? And he was like, no, that's not true. So I engaged him again on trying to sell the property. So then it goes to, you have to get the 4 votes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I know it's like I said this Sunday song 1,000 times.
No, go ahead.
You have to get the 4 votes. And at that particular time, Cynthia Almond wanted to include a property that was north of the river in her district. So then we go into engage in the council, get in appraisals and all of this. And we got a third-party appraiser. Anyway, the property both of the properties together end up appraising for $43 million.
Wow.
Okay? Yeah, $43 million. That was just the appraisal cost now. So, with all the negotiations back and forth, could never get a solid 4 votes. I only got a solid commitment from Ms. Odom and Kip Tyner, and then myself would have been 3 votes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, it's one of those things where it's like you don't really put it on the agenda if you don't have the 4 votes and all that kind of stuff, and then you steady trying to court the other councils to get them to support your project. So, we were just back and forth, and then I said, well, hell, just put it on the agenda. Let the public see who supported it, who don't support it. Then we went through, well, you can't put it on the agenda unless you have a funding source. And the mayor's initial Elevate proposal did not have that in there. And so if I went back and add them all into the Elevate property, it would have looked as if I was to buy my father mall. Mm. So that proposal was already really on the table anyway, for Elevate. We really didn't have a funding source. I said, let's just get a bond. And so it was just a whole lot of back and forth, it was just a whole lot of drama with that. And so anyway, so I went back. So then, we had this developer that was going to develop it. And then Stan said, well, hell, if you're going to give incentives to this man, then I might as well go back to my Encore project and develop myself, which I don't blame him,
Mm-hmm.
So we went back to him going to develop Encore. But, and I was going to support him and support any incentive because I really wanted to see that property, revitalized, right? And, his proposal for Encore was going to be amazing. I wasn't jumping over hoops about it because I still say, hey, I think this is the perfect spot for a convention center, sports complex. I just think this is the perfect spot. We just kept talking about that. But then, but then Stan says, he just, he did the things. I think he did the purchase of property on the west side, and they tore that down. Mm-hmm. And
the old bar 17 property.
Yeah, so we were still talking about that Father Mall, and and looking forward to the Encore project. And then we put our heads together, and he made the announcement for the sports complex, mm-hmm. And created a regional entertainment district. So I'm all heads over heels about that.
So you said regional entertainment district. So it's more than just for Tuscaloosa. It's gonna be right. From every. Oh wow, I didn't know that. So regional. Yeah. So what is that gonna look like? I know you probably finna walk into that. So what is that gonna look like? Well, this is the fine prints and the blueprints are being thought through. Mm-hmm. But it takes a village. Mm-hmm. It's gonna take teamwork and investments from the city. From the state level and definitely from the federal level. So
you know, when you say regional, that means, like you just said, people will come to Tuscaloosa for that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so just like if you had Disney on Ice, you know, I've taken my grandkids to Birmingham or to Atlanta. You know, now you can have a show in Tuscaloosa.
Yeah. You don't have to drive to Montgomery to see something, or you have to drive to Birmingham or Atlanta or Nashville to see something.
Right.
So, Ms. McKinstry, let me ask you, what's the mindset of the rest of the city? Because we know your passion behind this project and how you want to revitalize that area, because it does look dilapidated and old, and when you come into the city, that's what you see, and I know it'll help drive some economical things in the area. So what's the mindset of the city council when it comes to this project, basically this project, across the board? What is the city council thinking? What are you hearing?
Well, let me kind of back up a little bit.
Okay.
I think we're skipping over one thing. Stan's proposal is kind of different than the Invest 73, because this is his property, and the state has declared properties across the state and in the city of Tuscaloosa as opportunity zones.
Okay.
Opportunity zones that, you know, you can have a higher tax abatement, and it encourages, like, it invests into like the infrastructure and stuff, so that you can have opportunities such as this. So this opportunity that Stan is talking about is on a huge scale. It's like a 4D dimensional scale that nobody has ever even, like the thought process is so high.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the Invest 73 that I propose to the council is something like a tax incentive as well, except it's an abatement of property taxes. It permits all the taxes that you can pay to creating a business in the city of Tuscaloosa. And what it also does is it allows businesses that are already there, within this 1 mile radius of Exit 73, to have the opportunity to revitalize their property.
Okay.
You know, so you may be up Skyline Boulevard, and you may want to, like, if you look at Follow Boulevard, you'll see. You remember the businesses that look like houses? They changed the facade, the front facade of those businesses.
Oh yeah.
To where it looks like a different storefront.
Mm-hmm.
So if you offer these same opportunities to these areas, then these business owners have, you know, can now step into that opportunity with tax abatements that allow them to do that. You know, so I'm excited about all of that, because it goes from 1 mile each direction of Exit 73. And, you know, like, Tuscaloosa has a reputation of people getting off in the state, promoting prostitution, and then getting right back home.
Yeah, right there, yeah.
Yeah. So you know, then you got the Crimson Arches that are going to be there, you know, once they're finally completed next year. Then it's just, and if you have something that's that is just mind setting on each corridor of that exit, that's going to be like, you know, record making. It'll change the look of this iconic gateway when you come into the city. You know, you'll just be like, you know, hey, it's a sports complex right there, or it's a 5-star hotel on the other side. You know, and so when you start giving people those type of incentives, that makes them look at your area a little harder, or they would probably just turn their head and say, well, you know, I don't want to go over there because of this or that or whatever. It looks abandoned, you know, and it puts their eye back to this attention grabber, because look at all the opportunities and the tax-free zone that you can have if you just invest into this area. And then what happens when you invest into the area, the communities start growing.
Yeah, exactly. I like that idea.
Now, getting back to what you said about my colleagues.
Yeah.
So,
What the city council thinking?
you know, and I don't want to sound facetious when I say this, okay? But I can't be concerned about that.
Okay.
I can only try to work the best I can for my community. And if I know that opportunity is not there, then I want to bring to the table the same opportunities that are happening in other areas. So I can't be concerned if Rodney don't think that it's my time.
Okay.
I can't, I just can't be concerned about that. I know that if we do these same, if you incentivize, like we've incentivized several hotels downtown. Okay, so if, for example, you incentivize so many hotels, and then we have finance that will say, okay, well, we're reaching our cap. We really shouldn't give any more incentives, because we're reaching our cap. And that's like, well, wait a minute, because if we're going to spend all the free opportunity downtown, what's going to happen to our areas?
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to have to think outside the box or think about something different, because you ain't going to be able to tell me that I can't get the same benefit for my community, So at the end of the day, our charge as city councilors are to look out for our individual districts and communities, but we still have to look out for the city as a whole.
Collectively, exactly.
Exactly.
And that's why I asked you that, to see what the gauge the interest in this project and see if they're going to support it, because it not only helps District 7, but it can help District 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, and 2. To have that name in District 7.
Yeah, and Invest 73 also when you go 1 mile radius, it touches 3 districts. Not only does it touch District 7, but it also touches District 2, Miss Howard's district, and District 6, Mr. Pugh's district. Mm-hmm. So it also touches the perimeters of their district as well. Mm-hmm. And so this is just something, it gives opportunity more. Yeah, it gives you opportunity if you want to kind of put a business there. There's a hotel that is waiting that will come on board, and one that's down the road that is ready to come down board. That's going to change the dynamic of one side of that corridor. Okay. So they're already ready, but we need this. We need this to happen. Now, some of the counselors Tuesday said, well, let us see examples of how this looks, how tax-free zones look, in other cities. Let us see numbers and stuff like this. Well, you don't really know what a number is until that person applies for the opportunity. Mm-hmm. I said this is about approving the opportunity for the people to have investment. Now, a person that wants to apply for such incentives, it has to be a substantial improvement to the area. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Like, you just can't come and get the money and say, I'm gonna go out here and buy, or get the tax abatements and just go buy a couple of strugs and put out in front of your bid. No, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about having a new look, giving you opportunity to invest in your business, which is a big investment into the city, Mm-hmm. So these opportunities, like I mentioned to them, if you want to see areas like this where opportunities and incentives have happened, look downtown. Mm-hmm. They're right there.
Did that same? I was just going to ask you. Did that same conversation come up when the Opportunity Zone conversation? Because I sat in some of those meetings when the Opportunity Zone conversation came up about the Riverwalk, the Western Riverfront, and all that. Those same question come. They want to see this and see that. Did those same questions come up then?
No, not really.
I know they did. I know they did.
Yeah, I mean, don't. It gets back to like what you said about you want to see something where it's beneficial for the whole city. Okay, don't get me wrong. I think that these things, these improvements, downtown, okay, they fabulous, but we also need things over here. And if you can't just tell me that the well done ran dry when we need those same opportunities.
Exactly.
So I respect every council person on the city council, but I am at a position to where, I'm going to do my due diligence to ask for the same opportunities and put it for a vote, and then let the people see.
Well, that's good, Miss McKinstry. We appreciate you coming on. We could talk all night about this, but when you come on 30 minutes late, we don't have a 30 minutes left in the show. I'm gonna let you have that one. I'm gonna let you have every bit of that.
Like you still can't get punched in the throat and in the stomach.
No, you ain't gonna punch me in the throat. Not today, you ain't.
But I appreciate Kitchen Table. I asked you how come on now. Defense America is riding so.
No, don't do that, because I told you to come to the studio, and you was like, "No, I'm gonna drive way down there."
I had a cold.
Oh yeah, she got a cold, so I don't want her bringing COVID to me. So
see her, yeah.
She ain't got the COVID. I'm just playing, guys. She did not have COVID. Okay, so let's not put that out there. But we appreciate you coming on, Miss McKinstry. You got any last things you want to say?
No, we just appreciate your podcast, keeping the community updated, and all the work that you do behind the scenes and in front of the screens, to make a difference in the city. And those works don't go unnoted. A lot of times, they may not be verbally said, but we do appreciate all the foot soldiers that make it. And it's not really a competition. I want people to look at these things as a competition, but it's a opportunity. And we have areas that need these opportunities. And if it works in my district, then we get the opportunity to try it in another district.
Yeah, it's enough space for all of us to get a piece of the pie and get our hand working, grind for our community, and make our city one of the greatest cities as we used to be. I don't know if we still are an all-American city. So continue to be an all-American city for all people, include from black, white, from rich to poor. Everybody have a great life. And we appreciate everything that you do, Councilwoman McKinstry, and not only in District 7, but all across the city with your fight with the Y and the McDonald Hughes Center and other areas, underserved areas in the city. We appreciate all that you do, and we continue to look forward to working with you. And District 7, you can't do better. I'm just going to put that out there. I'm going to say it. I don't endorse nobody, but District 7, you cannot do any better than right here, Councilwoman Sonya McKinstry. We appreciate you coming on.
All right, thanks a lot.
All right,
next time I'll be ready to have my stuff ready so people can see me.
Yeah, next time you're gonna come to the upper room. You're just gonna come on down to the upper room. We ain't gonna have no technical difficulties no more. We know you probably ain't got your makeup on, and that's why.
Put my makeup on and everything. You can't even be seen. Who does that? But that's all right. You're still fabulous.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you a lot. I'll talk to you later.
Thank you.
Bye, America.
That's Sonya McKinstry, District 7 City Councilwoman in Tuscaloosa City. We appreciate her for coming on, guys. And that sounds like a good project. Old McFarland Mall, the Encore project, I think she said. It's going to be a huge entertainment district coming over there, sports complex, what have you. We heard about some new hotels coming to the area, and that's going to spur a lot of economic opportunities from small businesses to get involved around that facility. Some more entrepreneurial opportunities to get involved with that. So let's continue to be vigilant and keep our ears open and the eyes open to the opportunities that's going to come, because like she said, it is an opportunity zone. So there's federal money there available for you possibly to get involved And if the city's going to invest that kind of money, it's going to be something huge. So continue to pay attention what's going on. We're going to continue to share. We're going to continue to invite our city council, county commissioner, who will have you on, business owners and stuff on, so they can give you the skinny and what's going on in the city. So Tuscaloosa, West Alabama, all across, who's ever watching this, I appreciate y'all coming on. Appreciate you listening to Kitchen Table Conversations. Wednesday, get ready for Man Talk. Listen, Adam and myself is going to be crazy. It's a great show. We have a lot of fun with it. We have some motivational moments, and also we ask some much needed questions from you. So if you have any questions, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, for Adam, Doughboy, and myself, just inbox me those questions, and I guarantee you we'll answer it. Whatever the question is, we'll answer it. Now, you ain't gonna get me in trouble like y'all did last week and the week before. Well, not last week, because last week was Thanksgiving week, so we took off the week before last. But I know how to word your questions. So send us your question, inbox me your questions, and we'll go from there. And tune in to Man Talk Wednesday, 12 o'clock. So I need your questions before Tuesday so we can get it all in and get it in the thing. So if anything else, guys, we appreciate you for paying attention and appreciate you for being vigilant and supporting Mind Changers. Oh, man, I wasn't supposed to say that, but supporting Mind Changers, of course, and supporting Kitchen Table Conversation and all that we do. We love y'all. Be safe. Wear your mask. Until next time, it's Kitchen Table Conversation. We're right